talking about personal wellness, how to achieve wellness without drastically changing your routine, addressing fitness, nutrition, and mental health.
All right. Well, my name is Karlin Humphrey. Thank you so much for having me. A little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas, and ultimately went to the University of Texas for college, hook 'em horns, and wow, I'm in the wrong place. No,
I know.
But yeah. Anyways, I graduated with a degree in business management, and I started my career at Amazon. I basically worked in a facility where I managed over 300 people. I also implemented different projects around Texas facilities, and yeah, I was on track to run my own facility one day. But at the end of the day, I was not happy, and even though I had all this success, it just felt like it wasn't for me. So ultimately, I changed jobs. I'm now a consultant for Oracle. But the biggest thing that I saw taking that job was how I took care of myself. You know, when I worked at Amazon, I would skip lunch in order to work harder to get this one thing done in time. And so I saw how it impacted how I felt about my job. I was burnt out. And so finally, when I started doing more research on wellness, I understood the impacts of what it can have, not only on your job, but your relationships as well. And so that's why I'm with Dash Wellness now. And that's what I want to do, is just help other people so they don't feel how I felt. So I'll pass it over to Ty.
All right, so most of you know me. So a little bit about me. Wellness, I've been involved with it since I was a kid growing up. I saw the lack of wellness impact my family, my friends, my community. And so it brought me on the journey of understanding wellness and researching. And so I'm a former Division I athlete, and going through that process and learning how wellness can improve your life. I got my bachelor's in kinesiology, wellness management, which is basically the study of the body, the mechanics, and how wellness can be incorporated into that. And so I got my master's in healthcare administration, and I'm working on my doctorates of healthcare administration, my last year of that program. And so I worked in many different industries, fitness, sales, healthcare, and I worked in a toxicology lab, or neurology clinic, and here at an academic medical center. So we see patients here affected by wellness or lack of wellness, and so it's very important to understand how wellness impacts our lives. And so that's why we created Dash Wellness, to help others understand.
All right, so really the entire purpose of this presentation is to educate you on the meaning of wellness and the simple ways that you can improve your overall wellness through fitness, nutrition, and mental health. And so what we have on tap for the agenda is we'll just have a let's talk section, so just conversation starters about wellness, and then we'll move on to what wellness actually is, the different components, again, fitness, nutrition, and mental health. And then we'll talk a little bit about Dash Wellness and how we can provide wellness or an improvement on wellness to everyday lives. And finally, just having final thoughts.
All right, so let's talk. So how many of you in this room have felt overwhelmed balancing work, family, and personal health? Anybody? No? Okay. Anybody care to share an example, or if your kids got practice, but you know you got to cook dinner, and then you got something on your mind from work? Anybody?
I mean, that's basically,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and just from my experience, even with my job now, Tuesdays are my busiest days, and I work pretty much. I'm in meetings from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And when you're in meetings all that time, I'm sure some of you know, you don't even have time to actually do the actual job you're supposed to do. So it can be till 7:30 when I'm off, and I'm exhausted. I'm like, do I want to cook, or do I just want to eat out, get something quick, and then go to sleep and rinse, repeat, right? So that's just one of the things that, obviously you feel like you just don't have enough time And how can you change that, framework, how you're thinking of, I don't have enough time, or maybe I just can use my time more effectively to improve your wellness.
So we kind of went over some of the obstacles, but with some of you have kids, family. I don't have kids yet. I got 3 dogs. Okay, so they're events, but handful. I'm a full-time student. Work full-time and working on my business, so I'm constantly have obstacles that will prevent me from doing wellness activities or even thinking about wellness. So I'm sure many of you have different things in your life that are the same.
And so, what is wellness? What does wellness mean to you? Does it mean being able to participate in activities that you enjoy? Is it about maintaining a healthy weight? Or could it even be about having good mental clarity and emotional balance, right? These are a lot of questions people tend to have, and so throughout this presentation, we hope to be able to answer some of those for you.
All right, so wellness is essentially the holistic approach to health, both physical, emotional, and mental well-being, leading to improved quality of life and productivity.
And so with these wellness components, obviously we talked a little about fitness, nutrition, and mental health, but the main thing here is, in this diagram, you can see kind of the chains linking them all together, and that's because you can't have one without the others, right? They all are connected. You can't, have great fitness and great nutrition and just totally forget about your mental health. You will feel it, and ultimately it'll crumble what, the great gains that you made within fitness or nutrition. So just making sure that you understand that all 3 of these aspects of wellness are important.
All right, so we'll share a little bit of facts about wellness. So over 75 of American adults do not meet the recommended fitness, physical activity levels. 88.9% of Americans do not consume the recommended servings of fruits and vegetables. And mental health issues are on the rise, 1 in 5 people. So it could be someone in this room,
All right.
All right, so I'll get into fitness now. So what do you think of fitness? Like, what comes to your mind? Anybody?
Working out.
Working out?
I hate
Cardio?
I hate it.
You hate it? Yeah?
I hate
Okay.
it.
Okay. That's good. All right, so fitness refers to the ability to perform physical activities and maintain overall health, including cardiovascular, endurance, strength, flexibility, and body composition. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of an exercise. Okay, no way.
Can't leave now.
Disclaimer. Okay, you don't have to participate. I promise you're not going to sweat in your work clothes. So the first one we'll do together, and Karlin's going to demonstrate first. He'll demonstrate once we get to that slide. So the sit to stand test, assess lower body strength and endurance. Seated core stability test checks core strength and stability. And chair sit to reach test. It just show how flexible you are in your hamstrings and lower back. So Karlin's going to demonstrate first. So Karlin, our test dummy, will sit on the chair. Feet flat on the floor, his arms crossed like a mummy. Yep. And then I'm gonna set the timer for 30 seconds. And so he will then stand up and sit down as many times as he can in 30 seconds. These are the evaluations. So he'll just do a couple to demonstrate, just like that. All right.
Easy enough, right?
All right. So if you want to participate, you don't have to. I'll just have Karlin do it. All right. I'm gonna set the timer. No one's doing it. Okay.
Who's gonna beat me?
All right. Let's see.
Okay. Face this way.
All right.
You're gonna have a timer?
I got the timer.
Timer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're
Here
gonna
we go.
start sitting or standing?
You start.
Start sitting, yep.
All right,
Just
you
like
guys.
this.
You guys ready?
I don't want to stay.
1, 2, 3, go.
My back hurts.
It's going down. I
Okay.
see some people slowing.
Okay. You slow it down.
I do
All
feel.
right, 10 more seconds. 10 seconds.
You match with me. And I want to
I got 50.
Oh, 14.
All right, 2 seconds.
Empty.
Time. All right, give yourself a round of applause.
21.
Okay. Who got excellent?
Me. Oh, me.
Okay.
My legs are burning though.
Oh yeah, good.
Oh, I got excellent.
Good. Anybody good? Oh, everybody excellent. Okay.
I'm good.
Average.
I'm 2 years old.
Okay, so we're gonna move to the next exercise. All
Let me get some water.
right, wait. You don't have to do
My
this.
legs are burning.
I don't want you sweating in your work clothes, of course. But so Carl's gonna demonstrate. All right, he's gonna sit on the edge of a sturdy chair. Yes, we hope it's sturdy. All right.
I hope so too.
Hey, nobody's getting workman's comp. Just know that right now. Don't try to call me tomorrow.
Okay, so then 90 degrees. Your knees at 90 degrees. All right, you're gonna cross your arms again. And essentially you're gonna raise your knees up with your feet hovering over the floor, like that. So it's a core exercise.
Yeah, this ain't gonna happen.
All right, you're gonna hold the
Oh, we have to
position.
hold it?
You have to hold it, yes.
Like as long as our feet are off the ground, or do we have to have our knees?
You have to put your
I'm
knees
wearing a
in.
skirt.
As long as
As long as your feet are hovering.
Hover?
Yeah. You don't have to go
You don't
all
have
the
to,
way
you don't
up.
have to go.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna set the timer for 30 seconds, and these are the evaluations. All right, so are y'all ready? All right, ready, set, go. All right.
What's the timer at? Oh, damn.
25.
Look, you just have to get 10 seconds. All right, see, you already passed that.
No, now it's like a competition.
All right, you got 5 seconds left.
Count down.
Right?
4. No, 5. All right, time.
That was easier than the first one.
All right, give yourself a round of applause. All right, so now the next one. Okay, wait. We're just, so since this takes up more room, we can either have a volunteer come up and do it or just have Karlin do it. Anybody wants to be a volunteer?
No.
Okay. Anybody?
Sure.
Okay. We'll have Karlin
All right.
do it. All right,
I
so he's
cannot
gonna
remember.
sit on the edge of the chair with one leg extended out, heels on the floor, toes pointed up, and he's gonna keep one foot flat and the other one straight. Now he's gonna reach with both hands to try to touch either past his toes or reach, within and then mid-chin. And if you can't do that, then, you gotta start stretching. So. All right, Karlin.
All right. See it.
All right, let's see. Can y'all see him?
Can't go higher.
This thing ain't going any higher.
All right. Okay.
I cannot.
All right. Okay. Now let's.
Nature's legs are this long. I can touch her legs.
Now switch leg. Let's see if his other leg is as good. All right. Let's switch legs. Let's switch legs.
Okay, so
Or
I
do
have.
it just for fun.
Just for fun.
Oh, someone needs to work on that leg. Okay.
Ty, your turn. Ty, we want to see you
I
try.
got long arms. Watch. I got long arms, so I don't even have to. I don't
That's an advantage.
Yeah. So it doesn't really work on
Your
me.
knee was bent.
All right, next.
For the next one?
No. This is the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, we just wanted to show that, you know, you can get a nice, quick exercise. It just doesn't have to take long, 5-10 minutes, and I know my heart is pumping right now. So.
Yeah, you're breaking the
Okay,
sweat.
Ty, I'm gonna need these slides. We're gonna do it tomorrow during our meeting.
Okay.
Right before we eat them donuts.
Thursday.
Thursday, yeah, Thursday.
So we'll talk about the common challenges of fitness. So, you know, limited time. We have a busy schedule, kids, family, and that can hinder people from working out. And then limited money. A lot of people think you have to go to a fancy gym, get a membership, get certain classes. So it discourages people from participating in fitness. And then limited knowledge. You know, everybody went to the gym for the first time, one time, or you've never been in, and you go in and there's so many equipment and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, you know? So, you know, you may feel unsure what to do or what exercises are good and things like that. And then lack of motivation. I know probably everybody would have this in the room after work. You're tired, you don't feel like working out, your energy's low, you just want to relax and unwind. And so we're going to go over some solutions. So for the limited time, you know, you can consider short, effective workout programs, a quick home workout, a 10-minute exercise. Any exercise will be good. It's better than nothing. Okay? And then for the limited money, you can explore fitness options online, videos, apps, and you know, they provide guided exercises. And then for your limited knowledge, utilize articles, videos available to you, and for lack of motivation, you know, there are fitness community groups and things like that. Now, finding this stuff is kind of hard. They're all over the place, so sifting through things may be difficult. And so, you know, what we provided puts all those things in one, so you don't have to search all over the place.
All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit about nutrition. Okay, so just a quick question. What role does nutrition play in your daily life? Anybody?
I use it to eat, right?
There you go. Easy enough. I mean, I've heard, you know, some people, they try to lose weight through nutrition or even to bulk up. So let's see what it is. So the actual definition, nutrition involves the intake of food and nutrients essential for health, growth, and overall well-being. And it impacts energy levels, immune function, and chronic disease prevention. So as you can see from this definition, it's not just about, you know, one thing where, okay, I'm just trying to, you know, stay slim. No, it impacts your energy, right? So how much energy do you have in the day? I know there's times where I feel very sluggish at noon and I still got 5 more hours to go, right? And so being able to improve your nutrition can help improve your energy levels as well throughout the day. Also immune function, right? Making sure that you're not getting sick, you know, making sure that you're available for your job. And then finally, long term, right? Chronic disease prevention, nutrition can help prevent different types of diseases that plague us today. So. Now, another activity. All right, we're gonna have a little quiz for you guys. So basically how it's gonna work is you have 10 questions that I'll show. I'll show one question at a time and then the answer. And so just whenever you think you have the answer, you'll just keep it, and once we show it, just make sure that you keep track of what you got right. So at the end of those 10 questions, I'm basically just going to ask who got all 10 right. If you got all 10 right, just raise your hand, and then I'll say who got 9 more right, 8 or more right, etc. So yeah, just make sure you keep track of how many you got correct, and honor system, of course. All right, question 1. How many ounces of water should the average adult aim to drink each day to stay properly hydrated? 64 ounces, 80 ounces, 96 ounces, or 120 ounces?
Without looking on your phone.
I'll lose track.
All right.
All right.
Everybody have the answer? Okay. It is 64 ounces.
Wrong.
64 ounces of water. All right, question 2. What nutrient is most commonly associated with building and repairing muscles in the body? carbohydrates, protein, fats, fiber.
Everybody got their answer? All right.
Okay.
Go to the next one.
It is protein. All right, question 3. Which vitamin is known as the sunshine vitamin because your body produces it when exposed to sunlight? A, vitamin A, B, vitamin B, C, vitamin C, or D, vitamin D.
Everybody got
All
their
right.
answers? All right.
Okay, vitamin D. Question 4. What is the recommended daily amount of fiber intake for adults? 10 to 15 grams, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30.
All right. Are y'all ready?
It is D. Ooh, I heard a lot of girls on that one. Okay. Question 5. Which mineral plays a key role in muscle function, nerve signaling, and energy production, and is commonly found in foods like leafy greens, nuts, and whole grains? Is it iron, potassium, calcium, or magnesium?
You got your guess?
All right. D, magnesium. All right. How are we doing so far?
I don't like
Good.
I don't either, Kristen.
All right. Question 6. How many servings of fruits and vegetables should an adult aim to consume each day, according to most dietary guidelines? 2 servings, 3 servings, 4 servings, 5 or more servings. Okay.
Answer.
It is D, 5 or more servings. Gotta get those fruits and veggies in. Question number 7. What is the primary function of carbohydrates in the human body? To provide energy, to build muscle, store fat, or to support bone health?
Sorry. Nobody heard me.
All right. Y'all ready?
All right, let's see it.
Yes.
To provide energy. Okay. Question 8. Which of the following fats is considered the healthiest choice for daily consumption? A, trans fats, B, saturated fats, C, monounsaturated fats, and D, hydrogenated fats.
All right. We're going to speak the answer.
It is C. All right, 2 more. Got time to make up. Question number 9. Which vitamin is critical for maintaining good vision and a healthy immune system? Vitamin A, vitamin B12, vitamin C, vitamin E. All right. Vitamin A. Okay, last one. Make it count. Which type of grain is a better source of nutrients and fiber? White bread, refined grains, whole grains, or white rice? All right, let's see it. C, whole grains. Okay, so before we move on, again, all 10? Anybody? How about 9? 8? 7? 6? Okay, we got some 6. So the whole purpose of this exercise, right, is obviously there's so much to know about nutrition, but yet most of society doesn't really know all that you need to know, whether it's vitamins or which fats to eat. So we just wanted to show you're not alone in not knowing everything about nutrition, but we hope that Dash Wellness, we can help provide a little bit more information to the different individuals. Okay, so getting into some common nutrition challenges, right? The first one, where to begin, right? There's a lot of different information out there, and sometimes there's not really a clear starting point, so that can lead to people feeling lost or uncertain about where to start, and it can lead to inaction, just saying, well, maybe I'll just do it later, I'll look at this thing later, and or trying to do too much at once, where, okay, I need to do this, I need to change this. It can be very overwhelming at times whenever you're beginning your nutrition journey. So, another thing is staying consistent. So after you've began, right, many people start strong, they've got a plan, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stick to this plan for the next year, for the rest of my life, right? But ultimately, people struggle with maintaining that consistency, and whenever life gets busy or there's something that pops up that we didn't expect, and or old habits that we thought we had squashed, they resurface during stressful times as well. This is very prevalent. I know I've experienced this plenty of times myself, so that's another challenge that people face. Portion sizes. How much is too much, right? How much do I put on my plate? And understanding, how many calories is this, right? This can lead to eating more calories than intended and ultimately not reaching the goals that you set for yourself. And finally, emotional eating, right? How many people have struggled with cravings when they're going through something, whether it's a breakup or whatever, right? Like, whenever you're eating and during times of stress, you can tend to overeat. And so being able to stay mindful of that, it's really hard to stick to whatever nutrition plan that you have for yourself. But there are solutions. So where to begin, right? Start by setting simple goals, right? You don't want to go too high, and you don't want to make your goals too unattainable. So just start with 1 or 2 simple, specific goals, like drinking more water, adding an extra serving of vegetables per day. And then as you go along and as you start, building good habits, then you can add on more and more and ultimately reach the goal that you set for yourself. Stay consistent. You can start with small, manageable changes that fit within your routine. Don't think you have to reinvent the wheel of your entire life, right? It doesn't take that. All it takes is a couple of different, techniques or tactics that you can use, whether it's preparing meals in advance or planning your snacks ahead and setting weekly goals for yourself. It can make helping stay consistent a lot easier. Next, portion sizes. Use smaller plates. That is a huge thing. If, the larger your plates, the more likely you are to fill your plate up, right? So using smaller plates can help at home. And also learning to read food labels and understanding serving sizes can also help you in your goals. And finally, emotional eating. Find a healthy outlet for yourself, whether it's physical activity, playing sports, playing kickball, something that will help you get out whenever there's stressful times to relax and to make sure that you're sticking to your goals. Or mindfulness exercise as well from a mental standpoint, which actually Tyquon is about to talk about right now.
All right, so mental health. All right, so how do you prioritize your mental health having a busy schedule? Does anybody have any tactics that they use? I know for me, it may sound a little nerdy. I like to play chess. It kind of takes my mind away from things, right? So does anybody have something that they do that takes their mind away? No? Okay.
One thing is I play chess against him. That does not help. He beats me every time. But no, for myself, I love to play basketball. So being able to go out and run around, whatever's going on in my life, once I'm in the court, that's kind of like my sanctuary. So that helps me, and I feel better afterwards.
All right. So mental health is essentially the interconnectedness of your emotional, psychological, and social well-being, influencing how we think, how we feel, how we act. And it is vital for coping with stress and making decisions. Okay, so we got another activity, right? But the first one we're going to do together. The second one Karlin's going to only do, and the third one we're going to do together. So the first one is box breathing. Helps calm the mind, reduce stress. The second one is grounding technique, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grounding technique is for managing anxiety and staying present. And positive visualization helps you take your mind to a wonderful place and calms you down. So, box breathing. So for this exercise, we're going to have Karlin demonstrate real quick, but let me give you a little background about box breathing. So the military